Welcome back, everybody, for some more Babur. Last time, we had the Uzbeks run around and show us some sad times after we took Samarkand and Pearl of the East. So now, we already had the last Khans, which was Timur. So now we have the last Timurids. So really, it's the last Khans.
So it was that I, the great Babur who so recently had sat upon Tamerlane's throne in Samarkand, was now grateful for every watery bowl of millet porridge that I could get my hands on. I was in a pitiful state. My so-called army consisted of 15 riders, only 3 of which had swords. Hungry and battered, we spent the nights in the wild, and my mother slept in our only remaining weatherproof tent. Oh, Qutlugh, my dear mother. Without her, I would have been hopelessly lost. Brave and indomitable, more skilled with her bow than any of my soldiers. She was a Mongolian princess sprung from the old tales. I am not ashamed to admit that I often cried myself to sleep in her arms in those awful days. She would tell me the legends of Genghis Khan and Tamerlane, and the painful setbacks that they had to endure before their days of greatness finally came. Just as they would for me. My mother turned out to be right. After 3 years of hardship, a messenger arrived from distant Herat. My uncle, Hussein Baikara, the last reigning Timurid, sought a capable commander to lead the city's defense against the Uzbeks, who were now hovering around Herat like vultures. It was an opportunity that I could not pass up.
Alrighty, back to Herat. It's in modern-day Afghanistan in the southwest. It's also in Tamerlane 2. It was blue. Babur and Qutlugh must reach Herat to meet with Babur's uncle Hussein Baikara, location marked by a flag. Babur and Qutlugh must survive. Babur's following has shrunk after his recent setback, so you can now only support a pop of 125, and we cannot build docks in the desert, and we cannot advance to the Imperial Age. Since Babur has left Transoxiana, the majority of his entourage no longer consists of Tatars, so become familiar with the Hindustani tech tree. Just like I imagined, we play the first scenario as Tatars and the rest of the campaign as Hindustanis. The city of Herat, ruled by Babur's uncle, is very rich but not well fortified. The residents will pay Babur well if he takes on the defenses of the city against the Uzbeks. Do not engage with unnecessary fighting with the Uzbeks before we reach Herat. Without the city's financial means, Babur cannot do much against the invaders who are superior in numbers. Do not hesitate to use your heroes in combat once you have reached Herat. Should they be wounded, they will retreat to the castle and recover and fight once they've recuperated. Babur initially only has his mother and a few loyal soldiers, and you have to go to Herat, which is in the southwest. Blue, I like the consistency. Being a haven for education and science, and has only a small garrison with which to fend off attacks. That is very sad considering the state of the city under the Taliban. 2 Uzbek armies have encircled Herat and will soon begin to lay siege to the city. The Uzbek armies have a bunch of stuff. To the far east is Kabul, a city formerly under Timurid rule, but is now the seat of an Afghan warlord who has recently staged a coup. This upstart has a large army, mainly of infantry and archers, but his intentions are not known yet. Interesting.
What an inhospitable swathe of land. Nothing more than rubble, rocks, and sand as far as the eye can see. Let us not waste any time, for your uncle awaits us.
Take this food, Babur. I know that it is not much,
Oh.
but it comes from the bottom of my heart.
Caution! An Uzbek ambush! I would never have thought...
Northern Uzbeks and Southern Uzbeks. See, this is what I'm talking about. It doesn't matter if... Okay, one's Mongols and one's Cumits, but still, you know, even if it's just Northern and Southern, I at least can differentiate between the two. Herat's Tatar, civilians are Hindustanis, we are Hindustanis, and Kabul's also Hindustanis. Because Hindustanis are kind of like the bridge between, you know, Central Asia and India. But but of course it goes all the way down into,
Going straight towards an Uzbek camp.
you know, north-central India.
Different route.
Okay, so that just gives us the outline of the Uzbek camp. The scores aren't too high. Oh yeah, now we have regular Babur, who is already a hero in the game, as an imp camel. And of course now we are playing as Hindustanis. So remember, this is the reworked Indians. We still have our cheap villagers. We have the caravanserai. Gunpowder units are better armored. Camels now attack faster. Oh my goodness, the Civ is so much more cool than old Indians. We have the Ghulam as our infantry unique unit. We'll certainly be making plenty of those guys. Audish. Got some Keshiks over here. Hello, hello, hello!
Where is Hussein? Does he not wish to welcome his relatives who took the dangerous journey through the desert just to see him?
We are heartbroken to inform you, Princess, that the righteous Emir has closed his eyes forever after a long battle with illness. Without Hussein, the city is leaderless, and the villainous Uzbeks are already rubbing their hands with glee.
May Allah receive him with grace. But now is not the time to mourn. We cannot allow the Uzbeks to snatch another jewel from us. We will defend Herat.
That we will. Alrighty, coolio. Also, I think Herat here is somewhat based off of the second Tamerlane scenario.
And your soldiers are compensated royally for their services, Babur.
Gold for each enemy unit and building that you eliminate. Interesting. So we have to remember, only a 125 pop limit. And we cannot advance to Imperial Age, so no gunpowder. Namaste. Anyway, so this scenario, we're going to be making lots and lots of camels and maybe some ghulams. Hunt some of this deer. And just kind of get our eco going just a little bit. Don't see much gold. There's just this one tile here. There is some stone, so that can be worth town centering. And the ghulams are good against ranged units.
We will need siege engines to storm enemy cities and camps, but there is far too little timber to be found in this desert. There is an elephant breeder to the south, however. Perhaps you can use these powerful beasts instead.
Okay, maybe not. But we do need to get the stone. Maybe we could get some armored elephants?
The breeder says that he is willing to give us his elephants. But only if we pay him abundantly, of course.
I have 300 gold. I don't have a market, though. Anyway, the camels should be performing very well against both Mongols and humans. Okay, just keep going. I guess those couple TCs for the time being. Still don't really see. Oh, wait a minute. There is some gold over there. Can I have one wood, please? Thank you. Yeah, we can't make armored elephants.
The elephants are ours. We can now breed our own and train these mighty giants to assist us in battle.
Oh, awesome. We already have siege elephant researched. Good stuff. Let's try and be a little bit aggressive here. Oh, man, you die. Get you. Guys. I'll be honest. I might have made a slight mistake. Might have been a little bit overconfident.
Fell from her horse. Secure the princess's retreat to Herat. Babur has been injured. Quick, bring him to safety so he can recover from his wounds.
Okay, that didn't go so well. You know, I can admit when I can make a mistake. And that was definitely one of them. At least get our cheaper villagers, which is nice. Get him. Get you going. So I guess we'll just kind of have a mix of siege elephants, camels, and gulam.
Just because I executed some of your relatives to subjugate this beautiful city does not mean that I have a quarrel with you, Babur. You in Herat, I in Kabul. We should not get in each other's way. Declare me an ally, and I will extend you the same courtesy.
No. A wise Steam achievement once told me to never trust a campaign AI. And I will not do that now. Okay, got husbandry. But yeah, we're already kind of working towards our limit here. Gonna stop with Vil production after this. Might need to strike out into the desert to find some more gold. But yeah, this is a cool scenario. I like it, I like it. But Kabul's in the Imperial Age, which is a little bit scary. Alright. almost done.
I must say that you astonish me, Babur. You wish to fight on multiple fronts at once. If so, we will meet on the battlefield.
I suppose we can get our Grand Trunk Road. It's the same as Sultan's. Ghulam's 30 food, 45 gold. So they are expensive on the gold cost, but cheap on the food cost. Okay, that's where the southern Uzbeks are hanging out. Okay, so you have to capture the monument here in Kabul. Get you guys. I have not had much of a chance to play with the Ghulams yet.
We meet again. Where will you flee once we have crushed your ram?
So yeah, the thing with this unit is that they're fairly fast, they have decent pierce armor, like no melee armor, and their attacks like pierce through enemy units. So like, their attacks will like hit units that are behind them. Think of them similar-ish to Eagle Warriors, but more unique. Let's actually get relevant upgrades. We are out of gold over here. Let's drop a castle over here. Get our siege elephantos. Go this way. Oh, I guess I should stop that. Go get him. Anyway, for destroying their buildings, we should be getting gold, which is going to be pretty darn important.
Qutlugh fell from her horse. Secure the princess's retreat to Herat.
That. All right. You guys get over there. Go get him. Ah. Our camels are super good with their faster attack speed. And they get some extra damage versus buildings. Not as much as they used to, but with faster attack speed, that's kind of compensated for. Guys need more lumber camping. Oh god.
Babur has been injured. Quick, bring him to safety so he can recover from his wounds.
Yeah, they're not as fast as Eagle Warriors are the Ghulams. At least I don't think so. Could be mistaken. It is certainly possible. I have not done the video covering the units in depth yet, so I have not tested them in depth. But yeah, fairly low attack, decent-ish HP, no melee armor, high pierce armor. Gonna do well versus like a bunch of clumped up enemy archers. That's where they're strongest. But they are fairly expensive on that gold cost. Which Grand Trunk Road can help with. Oh, whoa, a bunch of you guys over here. Are you being repaired? Get University.
What is this? Your soldiers in our camp. The war was supposed to be in your land.
Well, too bad. Yeah, these Ghulams are pretty good. Just running around sniping stuff, raiding. I mean, camels aren't a very good raiding unit, so the Ghulams can kind of fill that role. Get another one over there. And I assume we're just kind of getting that gold passively. Right, Babur is back. See what's out in the desert. Oh yeah, go get him, guys. Guard towers, eh? That shall do you no good. Those raids will do you good, though. Still, things could be going way worse. Okay. Yep. Bring these guys back over to the protection of this general area. And yeah, our food income has looked like it's seen better days. See what's over here. Just bring you guys back for some farming. But yeah, that's kind of the downside with the Indian civs, is that they are very, very food intensive. All of them. Including the Hindustanis, obviously. Anyway, hopefully these guys will resign once we take down their castle. Wow, we are really low in villagers. Go, 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 Elephantos! Oh. You finish that. But yeah, I mean, Hindustanis, they have lots of options. Like, you have a strong infantry unit, you have some strong cavalry units, fully upgraded hussars that get a little bit of extra damage versus buildings, and of course your super good camels, and then you also have good archer options with your almost fully upgraded cav archers, just missing Parthian tactics, and then you also have good hand cannons. Like, they're just a very versatile civ.
Well done, my son.
Awesome.
One Uzbek army is smashed. Do not let it be.
Smashing. We'll get to Kabul once we deal with the Uzbeks. Wait, I lost one of my castles. Oh no. How did I do that? Oh, I'm so dumb. Alrighty. Kind of interesting to have the mechanic where you have the build and destroy scenario. Ah, guys, I think I've figured out what has destroyed my castle. Okay. Do these guys actually train any units? I think they might just have like a few here and there. Nothing too big. Okay, so you guys have mangoes. Lums go in. With our gold being a little on the low side, we can just mix in some light cav. They're definitely not bad with Hindustanis. They get some extra damage versus buildings, and are back to being fully upgraded, like I said. Oh, that's less than awesome. But yeah, it's kind of interesting that we go from Babur starting rather powerful, at least fairly powerful, you know, taking Samarkand and all that, full post-imp Tatars, except for gunpowder, going all the way down to, you know, just trying to scrounge together this 125 pop limit army, which, I mean, it seems like, okay, it's only 25 less pop, but it really makes a noticeable difference. These guys have a lot of camels. That means we just need to make our own better camels.
Babur has been injured. to safety so he can recover from his wounds.
Honestly, our army did better there than I thought it would. See if we can start taking a little bit from that gold. And it's good that we have these siege elephants, of course. Oh. Get in there. Get in there. Right, there's their town center. Were they even making any Kipchaks? Because they are humans. I mean, they're mostly just making camels and some siege units. Take whatever gold income I can get. Anyway, I don't see a castle. Seems like these are the weaker of the two Uzbek armies. Kind of makes sense since they're attacking from the north to begin with. More gold over here I can take. It's like some southern Uzbeks are trying to attack us over here. Get in there. Seems like they don't really have a bunch of imp upgrades. Wait, why do I see mountains in the fog of war? It's so weird. Alright, you go that way. You guys go back over this way. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get you. Just some more stray buildings. That's fine. And looks like these guys are going the way of the dodo bird. Okay, there's the road to Kabul. Okay, so I do have plenty of villagers on food. Let's get some forward buildings for our final assault. Okay, well first let's make sure that greed is defeated. Alrighty, onward and or upward. Go get them. Oh, are they deleting stuff?
We refuse to shed any more blood in this dusty desert. You are desperate to rule this wasteland. So be it.
Good, good, good. Ready, now for our final attack. Alrighty, let's get some workshops. Looks like we got several layers of walls to chonk through. That's what our chonking elephants are for. Okay. Right, you can go over to gold. And I think we should be good to go. Can I just run in? Oh, there's one more layer of gate. Hearses. Wait, I lost another castle? Or no? I just rehockeyd. That's fine. Oh, two-handed swordsman. Well, I mean, they just have very weak Imperial Age units. Like, just very basic ones. Wait, why are you going backwards? So yeah, I don't know if there's any advantage to not allying with them. I don't know if that makes them weaker. Sometimes that's the case with campaign AIs. Oh, this gate's even locked. Or like, if it's just for like the achievement.
The city is ours.
Yay!
We may have lost Samarkand, but nothing will stop us from turning Kabul into a paradise.
Yay! Never trust a campaign AI. That's why I did that. I did check the achievements ahead of time.
The Uzbeks had been driven out. Or so I thought. As soon as I left Persia, Herat was overrun by a third Uzbek army, which had been waiting for me to lower my guard. Yet the pain of losing Herat was nothing compared to what befell me shortly after taking Kabul. My noble mother, who had suffered all of the hardships of the last few years without complaining, died in the shadow of the city's snow-capped mountains. It was not a good place for Qutlugh to die. She had always loved the rolling hills of Samarkand. Yet, even as grief consumed me, I surrendered her body to the earth in the most beautiful terrace garden in all of Kabul. I had become the ruler of a grand cosmopolitan city. Yet I felt like the poorest man in the world. It seemed that for every good thing that I was given, something valuable was taken away from me. Allah gives, and Allah takes.
Oh, sad times. Pacifist run, guys. Oh my god, we did it. Pacifist run complete. Beat this T-West. Oh, okay. That's a new bug that I've not experienced before. Looks like we got 3,000 gold. But yeah, that was a good scenario. Like, just another solid scenario. Just kind of shows how we're constantly on the run here as Babur until, of course, we're going to be getting to India, and I assume this the next scenario. But yeah, I like this. This was a good scenario. Ooh, wow, this was even destroyed. I'm not sure when this happened, but that's a nice touch there. Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. Into India. Well, there we go. So that's going to be the next scenario, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys then.